Hello girls, hope you all are doing well. We are going to start chapter 4 lesson 1 today. We took a small topic yesterday in our Zoom class. We are going to finish this lesson 1 today in this video. And then I will go do the Zoom session with you so that if you have any questions you can ask me and I can answer you. In this way you will not have a problem that there is a voice problem or you cannot hear or you cannot enter the room or you are late. So everybody can take the lesson. Some girls were not able to connect yesterday, so I'm going to repeat yesterday topic for them also. Okay, so it is chapter 1 lesson 1. Why we are doing chapter 1? The reason is that we are starting the science book with chapter 1 because we are starting with chapter 4. The reason is that because chapter 4 is about plants and animals and it's very interesting. So we're going to talk about chapter 4 and 5. It's all about very interesting things. So it's good we're going to start from an interesting and fun topic, right? Okay, so let's see the first slide. Okay, so classifying organisms. Okay, scientists sort all living things such as plants and animals into different groups. So we discussed this yesterday. The scientists try to put things in different groups. Why they try to put things in different groups? Because they want to study them, they want to research on them. So they classify things. What is classifying things? It is to arrange or sort objects or living things according to their properties or characteristics. So if you remember, we did the activity in which I asked you to classify your toys. Some people were having LOL, some people were having Barbie, and some people were having big stuffed toys and small stuffed toys. So what we did, we put all the stuffed toys in one group. We tried to put Barbies in one group because they have same qualities, right? All the Barbies look somehow same. Their dresses are different. All the stuffed toys have same quality, that all are soft. Okay, and you can if you gonna spill water on these stuffed toys, they can get wet. But if you're going to talk about LOL dolls, they can never get wet, right? Because you can just wipe them and they will be fine. So this is what classification is, when you put the things in the groups. Okay, now scientists ask question about organism they want to classify. They look closely at its appearance. They think about where it lives and how it gets food. So if scientists want to group things, if they want to classify things, what they see, for example, if they're classifying animals, what they see, they try to look that how the animals are eating, where the animals are living. Okay, they try to look about everything about the animal, and they're gonna put the animals in the groups. So this is called classification, taking similar qualities and putting them in the group. Now, all organisms in the same group have some common characteristics. Always remember, when we classify things and we put them in one group, there is always something common in that group. Okay, so for example, if I am putting stuffed toys in one group, why I am putting stuffed toys in one group? Because stuffed toys have a similar quality. They're all soft. They can all get wet. They're all I can take and sleep with. They will not hurt me. Okay, when I'm putting Barbies in one group, they all are very pretty. They're all very, you can say, slim and tall. They have beautiful hair. So they have similar quality. Okay, so this is what classification is. Now what else they are saying? The smallest two groups are genus and species. So what are the two smallest group for animals? They are genus and species. A genus is a group of closely related living thing. Okay, so what are the genus? They are very close related. They are the genus group. The animals that are in the genus group, they are very similar to each other. They're very same. Okay, a genus is a group of closely related living things. They are very much same. They are very much related. Black-footed cats and house cats are classified in Felis genus. So the cats that we are having in our house, okay, or the black-footed cats, they all are Felis genus. They falls in a genus group, and they all have very similar qualities. They all are very much same. All the cats, the house cats, they are very same. Okay, then what are the qualities they all have? They have sharp claws. The cats have sharp claws. The house cats have sharp claws, and they have hunting behavior. What they have? They have sharp claws and they have hunting behavior. So what scientists did? They made a group called genus, and this group genus has sharp claws and hunting behavior. So what they did, they tried to, what animals in this group were? They were cats. Okay, what else they are saying? That they made some other group that is called species. A species is a group of similar organisms that can mate and produce offsprings. So scientists made another group and they named this group species. What they call them? Species. A species is a group of similar organisms. So what they did, they made a group called species in which they put all the animals that can make babies. They can produce babies. Okay, so all house cats are classified in the same species. So house cats can be in the species also. Okay, and why they are in the species also? Because they can produce babies, right? So these are the two examples they give you, that scientists make different groups. One group they call genus, in which what they kept the house cats, they kept the black-footed cats. Okay, and it is a very small group in which very few animals were there in the genus, but they had a species group in which many animals were there. Why they made this group? In this group they kept all the animals and that can make babies. Okay, so it's like this. This is called classification, and we already did one example. What was that? That we classified toys. So in this lesson what we will be doing, we will be classifying plants and animals. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Text features. In the graphic organizer, write the content clues that the text feature gives you. So picture, what's the picture is showing you? Shows that I'll be reading about living things. So what the pictures, if you're going to be seeing the pictures, you will know that you will be reading about the living things. Okay, then what is the caption? What caption you can give name of organism. It is up to you that what you will do. Okay, so that's how you can write this. Okay, now you can see this thing. The word domesticus is Latin for the house. What does this mean? Tell you about the animals. It lives in the house. So all the domesticus animals, they lives in the house. Okay, so domestic cats, house cats, they all, any animal that can lives in the house, we can use a Latin term for them. It is called domesticus. Okay, the important thing in this lesson, what you have to do is only this. Okay, this definition here, it's highlighted also in this page. Okay, that what is classification? Putting things in the group. And then what is the shortest or smallest group? Okay, or genus is a group of closely related living thing. Okay, the smallest two groups are genus and species. So in this page what you should know, what is classifying, putting things in the group. What else you should know? That the two smaller groups are genus and species. Okay, so I'm repeating again for you so that you will be able to remember, and you do not need to ask your mommy that what it is and how we are going to do the worksheet, how we are going to do the exam. That's why I'm repeating it again for you. Classification is putting things in the group, seeing the quality, putting Barbies and putting Elo in different groups because they are different. Then what else? We studied about two different groups. What are the two different groups? They are genus and then they are species. Genus and species, they are two different groups. In genus we have cats that are that have very small black-footed cats and house cats. Okay, they are very much similar. They we put in genus. And species, what are the species? All the animals that can produce babies, they are species. Okay, the animals that can make babies and produce babies, they are species. Okay, so you can see that these are the groups that we have studied. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Now we're going to be classifying plants. What are the different types of plants and how the scientists have grouped them. Okay, scientists use several characteristics to classify plants. Two of these characteristics are how plants transport nutrients and how they reproduce. Okay, so how the scientists group the plants, that in two ways. How plants transport nutrients, like how they make the food, how they send the food, the entire plant, how they send the food in the entire plant. Okay, if a plant is getting a food, how it's going to transport or send the fruit or food to all the parts of the plant. How they reproduce, how the plants can make do the reproduction. Even plants produce, right? Even plants can reproduce. So what scientists did, they made two groups. In one group they put some plants which send the nutrients in a same way. In another group, what they did, they put the plants that do the reproduction or reproduce or make new plants in a same way. Okay, so these are the two things. That's how the scientists divided. Water and nutrients transportation. Now how the plants transfer water and nutrients. Nutrients, it means things that has energy. Okay, some plants have tube-like structure that connect their leaves, stems and roots. These structures transport water and nutrients to all parts of the plant. They also add support to the stem and leaves. The added support helps the plant grow larger. Plants with tube-like structure are called vascular plants. Okay, so what scientists did, they made a group of plants that they called vascular plants. And what were the vascular plants? The vascular plants had a tube-like structure. Okay, and with these tube-like structure, they used to send food, water and the nutrients. Okay, that's how they used to send the food and nutrients with the tube-like structure. What they call it? Vascular plants. Okay, vascular plants have leaves, fruits and roots. Okay, vascular plants have leaves, fruits and root. They send the nutrients. How they send the nutrients? The vascular plants. Vascular plants send the nutrients through a tube-like structure. Vascular plants have tube-like structure. Okay, vascular plants have tube-like structure, and they send the nutrients to the plants with this tube-like structure. Okay, they have a tube-like structure inside the plant, and when they want to send the food to the plant, they use it. Okay, with the tube-like structure. And how the vascular plants look like? They have leaves, they have fruits, and they have root. What's vascular plants have? They have leaves and fruits and roots. Okay, now let's move to the non-vascular. Plants that pass water and nutrients from cell to cell are called non-vascular. Now these plants have cells and they send the nutrients, the food, the energy to the other parts of the plant or other parts of the plant or to the other plants from cell. Okay, they have a cell inside. Okay, what's a cell? It's a tiny thing. For example, human body also have some cell. Every cell has a function. In this way, plant has a cell also. They send the nutrients to other plant using that cell, or to the same plant, to all over the plant using this cell. Okay, they do not use a tube-like structure. They use a cell. Okay, so plants that pass water and nutrients from cell to cell. Okay, one plant is having a cell, another plant is having a cell. From the cell to cell, they are going to send the nutrients. Nutrient is the energy, the food. It's called non-vascular. What's called? It's called non-vascular plants. Okay, and how the non-vascular plants look like? These plants do not have leaves, fruits and roots. These plants do not have leaves, fruits and roots. Okay, I'll show you the picture now. This is vascular. We all know this. We have seen this, right? The plants that have leaves and fruits, they are vascular. They are vasculars. How they send the nutrients with a tube-like structure. The inside have a tube-like structure. They send the nutrients around the plant to all over the plant with this tube-like structure. These are now. Then we have non-vasculars. Look, this thing. If you will go to any lake or any lake or any you can say mountainous place where there is a water around, you will see, even if you go to Cornish, you will see that there are many big rocks that are covered in this. Okay, so these plants, they do not have leaves, they do not have fruits, they do not have roots, they are just like this. Okay, so this is called, it's covered, it's look like green and look, it's sticky kind of thing. So they are also plants and they are called non-vascular plants. They do not have leaves, they do not have roots, they do not have fruits. Okay, and how they send the nutrients? They have cell. So they have a cell. They send the nutrients from cell to cell. Okay, I'll repeat again. Non-vascular plants, they do not have leaves, fruits or roots. They send the nutrients from cell to cell. Okay, if they have cell and this have cell, they will send through cell to cell. Vascular have inside a tube-like structure. So if they get water, they send the water through this tube-like structure to all parts of the plant. Okay, in the vascular. In non-vascular, they send from cell to cell. Okay, if one cell gets a nutrient, they send it to the other cell. Okay, girls, that's all for today, and we are going to continue the lesson in the next class. Thank you so much, girls.